What's up guys, History Man here, coming to you with another layout update. I know it's been a while. I don't have any explanation other than work got away from me, time got away from me, and I haven't had a lot of time to come up here and actually do much on the layout. But with the holiday season coming and going, I have quite a bit to show you, so let's get right to it, shall we? I want to start off here on the city side. If you recall, last time that we did a layout update, I had this big wall that you see in the back completely blank because I did not have enough backdrops, but now that has been rectified. In case you're wondering, that is the Baltimore skyline. It's in honor of my friend from Baltimore, Miguel. Actually, he came by to see a few things on the layout, and he was quite impressed with the Baltimore skyline in particular. He said, and I quote, "I can hear the gunfire already." But I love the look of the Baltimore skyline in the background. I know that this is technically supposed to be Hagerstown, but I think it just fits in really, really well, and it really creates that big city feeling especially when the trains are going by. It's really fantastic. One other thing to note about the city side is this little beauty right here. This is the Menards Rocket Diner. I got this at York back in October when I went there with Sean and some other friends. It's my first Menards building. Well, actually second. You'll see the second one in a little bit. But I was just grabbed by this accessory. I love the look of it. It's very retro, very 50s style. And the nice thing about it is that it smokes. You just pour some water down here. Do not add smoke fluid to this accessory, or else it will damage the electronics. You just pull this cap off, put some distilled water in there, and it smokes. As a matter of fact, let me show you how it works right now. So as you can see, I just plugged it in. It's lit up. One other thing I need to do is I need to get some more plugs to alleviate my electricity problems. But as you can see, it just looks so beautiful with the LED lights and the diner sign lighting up. I just love how it looks. And I don't know if you can see, but it is smoking. It's just very, very faint. But I love the fact that it's that you just need water to add to that to make it smoke. It just looks so good, and it's going to look even better when the city side is completed. Moving the camera around, you can actually see this the smoking of the diner a little better. But if you notice, I have rearranged the main drag, as it were, the main boulevard for the street, and I also wired all of the buildings on this street. And I even included a new accessory, which is this. This is the gas station. In one of my old layouts, back when I was living in California, I actually had an operating gas station. I don't remember if it was this exact model, but I do remember that I had one. I just loved playing around with it. And it was just so much fun. I had to bring it back to the layout, and I'm very glad that I did. I've tried testing it, but the thing is, it seems to have a very weak power, or a weak motor. So when I press the button, the garage door will open and you'll hear the sounds, but the car will not move towards the gas pump. I'm not sure if that's just a consequence of having a weak motor in the gas station itself, or if it's a consequence of the Z4000 powering everything, and thus it's having trouble powering the motor. If you happen to have any insight into this, give me leave a message in the comments telling me what you think the problem might be, because I would much rather have it just be a motor that I can replace, or maybe go to some hobby store to have it replaced and fixed, rather than just getting a new power strip. Although I do plan to get a power strip, power block down the road one way or another. And here, as you can see, you can get a better view of all of the lit up buildings. I just love how this looks. It has especially when the lights are turned off. In fact, let me turn the lights off right now so that you can see Look at that. That is beautiful. It casts a nice warm glow over the layout. It's very nice, and I can't wait for this whole thing to be completed because the glow is just going to look amazing. The lights are going to look amazing. I especially, if I had to pick out a favorite, I would say it's the Irish pub next to the corner train store. I love that flashing light with the ice cold beer. It's a very cute sign. I love it a lot. Bringing us around to the rear side of the city side of the layout is this little beauty right here. This is also by Menards. It is the Metropolis movie theater. I got this for Christmas. It was totally unexpected. I always wanted to get a movie theater, but I wasn't expecting to get this model. And based on what I've heard from my mother, who got me this little beauty, thank you, Mom. It's actually, she got it for a bargain price on trains.com. It was only about $58, which is a real steal when you consider that a lot of the other movie theaters that are out there made by other manufacturers run upwards more over $100, and some of them even run as high as $200. But I love how this looks. I especially love it's very retro. It's very 1950s, 1940s style. I have yet to hook it up, but I did test it. The lights do work. I just have to drill a hole and hook it up to the rest of the power grid. But I love how it looks. It fits in so perfectly with the theme that I'm going for. And also, I think actually that next time Miguel, because my friend Miguel is a big movie buff. He loves going to movie theaters. I think he would really like this one when he sees it in person. So Miguel, I hope you're listening. Hope you're seeing this, and next time you come, I hope to have this lit up for you. Perhaps the biggest addition to my layout this Christmas has been that right there. That is the new MTH DCS, or Digital Command System Wi-Fi Track Interface Unit, or WTIU. Now, ever since I started getting back into trains again, I wanted to add the DCS command system to my layout. I already have Legacy, as you can see, but a lot of my trains were MTH, and so I didn't really have a way to control them other than through using the normal transformer. And I figured that now, I was going to get the regular TIU, but MTH doesn't make them anymore. So I figured, you know what, time to embrace the future. I got the WTIU. Now, here's the thing about the WTIU. This arrived late. In fact, this arrived a whole year late. I pre-ordered this in November of 2023, and it did not ship until November of this year, 2024. I don't know what was the problem with the shipping, but it was very annoying because I think it really delayed a lot of the things that I wanted to do with the layout. But I'm happy it's here now. I managed to add all of my MTH trains to the DCS system, so now they are all lined up in the roster. I have 8 of them all told, which is kind of surprising. But I thought for sure that I would have more, but hey, I'm not gonna quibble over that. But it runs great. The only downside is that I have to use my cell phone, although that's part of the reason why I got it. I liked the idea of using my phone to control it, but that means that I'm probably going to have to get a GoPro camera in the future so that I can record scenes of the MTH trains running and still be able to use my phone. But that shouldn't be a problem. Maybe that's something that I can get for my birthday next month. However, the biggest addition to my train collection has been this. This is the Lionel Erie Railroad Russian Decapod. This is an older engine. This came out, I think, last year. But I've been wanting to get this for a while. I love the... I think the Decapod is actually an underrated engine, and I'm fascinated by the history of the Russian Decapod. I plan to make a separate video talking about the Russian decapod, a bit about the history behind it. Maybe I will post it on my channel if people want it. Since everyone loved the Western Maryland 1309 review, I might as well just make another one of this. So expect to see that sometime in the near future. But I've run it, I've shown it off to some friends who came over during the holidays, and everyone just loves it. I love it too. I love the look of it, especially the gray-blue paint scheme on the boiler. It's really eye-catching. But the thing that caught me the most about this particular version of the Decapod is the swinging bell. Very few Lionel engines actually have a swinging bell, because most of the time it's usually just whistle steam, smoke effect, if that, or the normal trappings that you would see with Lionel engines. But the swinging bell is what really got me, and so of course I had to have it. And another upside is that it's not as expensive to get compared to other Lionel engines that are currently on the market. This sits at where I got it from Train World, and it sits at just over $1,100, which isn't really too bad considering some of the prices of some of the higher end Lionel models that I have in my collection. Again, I will show it to you in a separate video, but I have just been loving this. It's such a great engine. Something else I managed to get done on the layout is wire a couple of accessories, including this right here. This is the Lionel number 38 water tower. I really love this accessory. It's so fun to show off, and it's really easy to operate. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. The one thing is that if you notice, the spout is a little bit broken. I think I need to get a replacement from trains.com. That shouldn't be too hard to find. And also, I don't know if you can see, but the water is supposed to drop down. I don't know if it's just a consequence of there not being enough power to make it go, like how it is with the gas station. But I'll have to check it out and see. Maybe if I have one of my friends come over, maybe he can give me some insight into that. So now we're on the countryside of town, of the layout. And as you can see, I already added a few more buildings, namely that right there. That is the Shady Rest Hotel from the famous television series Petticoat Junction. If you're a fan of Beverly Hillbillies, you probably know about Petticoat Junction. And I got the idea of it because it just fits in with the time period, and it fits in with the overall aesthetic of the country town. And of course, it has the Hooterville Cannonball running to and from Hooterville, stopping right outside the Shady Rest Hotel. And so maybe in the future I can get a Hooterville Cannonball or try to build one. I'm not sure if I can, how easy that can be, but I guess we'll see. But I actually put that together myself. That is a 3D printed kit that I got off of eBay. Same thing with the little platform, the Shady Rest platform that you see there. That's also from eBay. Also 3D printed, put it all together myself. I'm very proud of that. Also, if you see in the middle, I have an American flag post, and that little piece right there, that is supposed to be a monument because I plan to build a World War II memorial, or have it form like a little park, like a memorial park, where kids can come play and have that little monument be the centerpiece of it all. Some of the other things that I've been doing is putting down some other accessories, kind of mapping out where they're going to go, and that includes the radar tower that you see next to the airplane hangar right here. I really love this. I got this at York in October as well when I went with Sean for a really, really good deal, and it's an original post-war accessory, original one made by Lionel in 1960. I just love how it looks, and it's going to really complete the scene because I already have a rotary beacon from my previous layouts, and I plan to put that next to the the airplane hangar as well, and sort of complete that overall look. One idea that I have for the airplane hangar is to show off some World War II era fighter planes, because the era that I'm setting this all in is just immediately after the end of the Second World War, so 1945-ish. And I thought, it would be really great to show off another passion of mine, which is World War II history, World War II aircraft and military equipment. And so I thought of putting out a P-51 Mustang, P-47 Thunderbolt. But when Miguel came over, he also suggested to me I should show off some other fighter planes from other countries, such as the Messerschmitt, the Messerschmitt 109, the Focke-Wulf 190, or the Japanese Zero, and I just love that idea. So that's gonna be going on here. I have to add a little runway and tarmac, but I already have an idea of how to do that. I'm planning to cut out sheets of cardboard. Same thing with when I build out the roads, and just lead them out from the hangar to give a little display to everyone who loves to see those World War II airplanes. So look forward to that. Another big addition to this side of the layout is this. This is a red barn made by MTH. It's actually, I think it's been discontinued now. I got it at York in October for a pretty good deal. I think I paid about $65 for it. And I just love how it looks. It really completes the scene of a country town, especially when you have the farmhouse that's over here on this side. I plan to put some livestock and some cattle around the farm, around the barn as well, to create like a little cow pasture. The inspiration for this is because where I live, I sit right across from a giant red barn owned by a lovely farming family named the Snyders. They use our land to grow barley and feed for their cattle, and so I wanted to pay tribute to them here. I just love how it looks, especially with the backdrop of the mountains, the Blue Ridge or the Shenandoah Mountains going behind it. It just looks so good. And like I said, everything else, this whole side of the layout has not been wired yet, but when it does, I know it's going to look great. So that's all the major additions for the layout right now. As you can tell, I've added a few things. It's been slow progress, but I'm slowly getting there. And there's a way more that I have not put on the layout that I got at York that I have yet to show you. But that is, those are the major additions that I made to the layout right now. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a great Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. My New Year's resolution for 2025 is to get the layout to somewhere approaching a complete state. A layout is never truly finished, but I'd like to move this along further than what you see right here. I feel like I've neglected it for 2024, unfortunately, because like I said, you got to make time for these things, and it's been hard for me to get up here, but in 2025, I plan to rectify that. And first item on the agenda is, if you see that giant hole in the middle of the backdrops, that's going to be my first big order of business, that I'm going to build a mountain, put it there, and run an elevated track through that. It's a pretty big project. I've never done anything like that before. I've never built a mountain, never done any kind of detailed scenery like that, but go big or go home, as they say. Apart from that, expect me to add a little bit more to the scenery, things like roads, grass, trees, people, things like that. And hopefully I can also put down some more buildings, add some more accessories. Maybe expect an update for when my birthday comes around. My birthday is going to be January 25th, so hopefully we'll have some more new cool things to show off. But for now, I will say goodbye. Thank you again for watching. Hope you had a great holiday season, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.